The Pioneers of Detroit Television is made possible by Art Van Furniture. With 30 locations, Art Van is Michigan's furniture leader and a part of Detroit for over 50 years.
Good evening on a dry and delightful kind of night. Glad you stopped by. You know, it was Matthew T. Pursley, a man who wrote that very famous book entitled How to Avoid an Emotional Involvement When Performing Mouth-to-Mouth Resuscitation. He says, early to bed and early to rise, and girl goes out with 6 other guys.
For over 60 years, weather may have been his entree, but Sonny Eliot has always been more than just a weatherman.
63 degrees, a little town named Frida Park. Here is Frida Park, right there, Frida Park.
He wanted to get into show business. He was just, he was a born comic.
44 degrees is what it is at Rexford right now. A fella made up there made a killing in the stock market. Shot his broker.
Sonny Eliot was fantastic. And my father would always get upset. He never tells you what the weather's gonna be. I said, yeah, but the guy is funny.
Marriage. Marriage is like a suit of long underwear. Once you're in it, you're always itching to get out.
What am I looking at here? What is this, cartoon? Is this Saturday morning? What am I seeing? He was extraordinary.
There's the man I love.
And this was the entertainer that gave Sonny his first advice on show business. Sophie Tucker, a top vaudeville act of the Roaring '20s, received a letter from 9-year-old Marvin Schlossberg. When she played Detroit, she invited him to stop by.
And I went backstage at the Cash Theater. And if you don't think I was thrilled right down to my toenails. Oh.
Tucker's advice was, simply find something you like to do and do it. After World War II, where he was shot down over Germany and spent a year as a prisoner of war, Eliot went to New York City with big dreams.
And so I auditioned for whatever show was on Broadway. That's the most frightening thing you can do. I just never hit it, never got anything on Broadway. I wanted it so bad.
What is money? You know, up in Alaska, the Eskimos, they use fish for money. When they buy anything, they pay for it in fish.
Yeah. Plus, they're kind of sloppy when they make a phone call.
Especially when they get their change in minnows.
Back home, when Channel 4, the city's first television station, hit the air, Sonny was there grabbing any show he could get. And when there was a chance to do the weather, he created his first combination, his Air Force training and his love of vaudeville.
Throughout the state of Michigan, skies are clear, that's what they are. The temperatures are cool, combination of clear and cool weather. The temperature's somewhat on the chilly side. Combination of cloudy and chilly kind of weather is what it is.
The mix was perfect for Detroit and would continue for 6 decades.
Boy, that Dave Bowers is good. Why do you have to be so good? You want to put me out of work, David?
But it was more than just his weathercasts and jokes. It was his passion for pleasing the people in his hometown that made Sonny Eliot a one-of-a-kind.
All your life you work for recognition of some sort. And that's what show business is about to begin with. But even beyond that, just to be recognized and, more importantly, accepted. That was the thing.